I am Chris, aka AnalogmanLives, and if you can't tell, I don't do this often, so apologize for the poor filming, but the Digimon version colors came in that I ordered, and I thought, that's pretty neat. I would like to record myself opening these, so I have this in posterity forever, and maybe you can get something out of it too. Now, if you don't know, these are interesting devices. For one, the thing I should probably get off the bat is that to order these officially, I think your window has closed. I think it closed months ago. These are 25th anniversary devices. They were up on Premium Bandai, which is primarily a Japan-only shop where they take advantage of FOMO, basically, of people like me, and we give them lots of money for trinkets and things. Digimon especially seems to get quite a bit of the FOMO treatment. But all this to say, if you look at this, if you watch this video and you're like, I had no idea this existed, or I was kind of on the fence, oh man, I wish I'd got one, you'll be paying some secondhand markup now, because these were, I don't want to say made to order, but effectively made to order, practically, right? You had to know you wanted one, you had to commit to $50 per device, and they arrived within the last week. They actually arrived while I was out on vacation. I was super excited to get home and look at these, check out the back. These are not, I've already taken the liberty to crack these open a bit, just because these are not quite made to be display pieces, I suppose. This is a callback to the original packaging of the original digital monster toy in Japan, even down to the amazing 3D Tyrannomon here. But there's some features here. Now, for one, the immediate thing I need to say, if you're looking at this and you're like, all right, I've seen these in Target for like 20 bucks or maybe even cheaper if you found them on clearance. What's the big idea, right? You can just go to Target and get this for $20 and you'll be fine. I hatched this BMon right before going for vacation, and then realized the people I was rooming with probably wouldn't want to hear this thing beeping in the morning when we were all maybe under a persuasion of certain drinks the night before, and having this thing beeping in the morning. And I knew if it was on mute, I wouldn't pay attention to it. So we just got a BMon here, and you're like, all right, $20. Why are these 50? Well, great question. And there's a lot of weird little minute differences and a lot of big differences. For one, if you can't tell by the name and perhaps by this little overlay here, these are color sprites and they have backlit screens and they are charged via micro USB. This is the Digital Monster 20th, the one that you can find at Target, maybe even Walmart still. These run on CR2032s, don't have a backlit screen, and don't have color sprites, as you can see. This was made to replicate the original Digital Monster more in its entirety, but with each of the different versions, Digimon, as well as additional ones for fun, available in this as eggs. So the Digital Monster 20th, fans have specific little issues with it, but for the most part, this was all the old Digital Monster devices on one device. And you could raise two. I don't do that because they poop a lot and I have enough trouble keeping up after one. So just to set the framework for that, this you can still find pretty easily. They are still printing new shells for this and they're asking for your money. So if you don't want the one with all the Digimon on it and you don't care about all the fluff, this is the one to get. Or the Digital Monster X series. These are also pretty cool. You can Google those to look into those if you don't know what's up. This is the version 1. This is the version 1 in color with a backlit screen and micro USB or USB-C charging. I say micro USB, but just as a catch-all, because I don't often have to deal with different USB types in a way that matters. Oh, you can read that, right? All right, let's just go ahead and get this open. But basically, I established all that to say that this is the original Digital Monster roster. Speaking of monsters, these monsters taped here. They do this on the Vital Bracelet dim cards, but I was like, surely they won't put tape here on this thing. Oh, and now I've bent it. Yeah, there's no keeping these in the way that's nice for display, I'm afraid. Can I just go in? We're just going in. Can I just pull it out? Oh. Huh? Oh no. Oh, it's in there. Hold on. Off camera. I have the device. I have the incredibly small cable. Okay. That wasn't as harrowing as I made it sound. So as you can see, the dinky little screen. Let's see what USB this is. I was really excited for this. There's a weird thing where I was like, man, I could totally pass on this. But the more I thought about it, the more I was like, man, this really is just kind of neat though. It is so much money, but going back to the premium Bandai thing, if you don't, and the FOMO thing, if you don't buy these when they're up for pre-order, the secondhand market on Digimon toys is insane. It is so crazy. This looks like USB-C, right? I think this is what I charge my PlayStation 5 controller with. Interesting. And in usual Bandai fashion, they love to give you these tiny little cables. But what you actually would like to see, I bet, is the Digital Monster Color version 1. This is the brick color. And what you'd probably like to see is a comparison. As you can see, the classic plains background here is always visible, but on the color, you just see, hopefully not me, but my phone. But otherwise, if these were just lying like that, well, you would have this as a tell. This is where you plug in the USB charging. Just goes in right there. This little thing here goes in kind of smooth. It's a bit like the... Alright, that's not going to go well if I try and show that off, but it's a bit like the Vital Bracelet. You still have the prongs on the top. I think this is so it can communicate with other Digital Monster Color devices, but I don't think this can go with the Digital Monster 20ths or the Digital Monster X toys. Those are all compatible with each other and a lot of the old classic Japan-only devices, but I think these are strictly Digimon Color, unless you get into what the community's doing. So let's actually try and start this up. I guess A and C. Oh! Yo, look at that. You got Digimon Color. Right, and the menus are going to be in Japanese. Yeah. Alright, it's asking for the time. Right now, it is 5:30. Buttons are a little, mushy, I would say. Like, I don't feel like I'm, you know, sometimes I'm like pressing down and what would keep pressing on the Digital Monster 20th. I'm getting a little mush here and it's not like registering, right? Oh, and there's Botomon. Hi. Well, right away. Here's Botomon. He's just hatched. Hunger effort and something. Our DP meter, win or battle record, I believe. And yeah, let me see if I can get the screen focused a little more. Oh, I'm making it worse, aren't I? Not so great, but yeah, as you can see, this is a backlit color Digital Monster. Very cool. Very, very cool. We'll feed him some meat. Oh, the meat's colored too, of course. We'll do that just to get him in a good state here. Make him nice and plump. All right, now he should be full. Right, and he'll want to train. This is different than the Digital Monster 20th. Okay, this must be the training from the original game. I believe this was shadowboxing and I just exited out of it. That's pretty cool. So I guess you'd hit one of these two. And maybe it's like a rock, paper, scissors-esque thing where you hit the wrong one and you lose. And it seems like I just keep losing. He's not happy with me. And I won that one, I guess. I'm gonna have to look into a guide or something for this a little more, because I have no idea what's going on here, but man. You can also just feed them, of course. You can give them some pills. It's also very cool. Alright, now let me pull this away and look at it with my eye instead of through the camera for a moment here. Oh wow, this is a very clear display. This is not coming through on the camera where it's kind of blurred, but this looks quite sharp in person compared to what I was expecting from it. I kind of expected it to not look all that great, right? But the screen, you know, for $50, right? It feels good. Like, it feels like this is kind of the thing Digital Monster Virtual Pets maybe should have been for a long time now, right? This is very cool. And again, just to run a comparison here, old versus new. We don't have a BM over here, and we can't. So I may have brought it up and got distracted, but this only has, gosh, how many Digimon were on the very first one? Oh, he did a poop. Hold up. Yeah, and just to talk about the mushiness, right? Or maybe not even a mushiness, it's just you really gotta push more for that to register. Whereas on this one, you just kind of, you know... Oh, I have it muted. Hold up. That'd probably help register, huh? A and B? Oh. B and C? Ha! I don't remember how to mute this thing. Oh. Oh. It is on. It's just very quiet. Okay. But yeah. What I've been trying to say, basically, is that this has maybe 16 Digimon on it. And that's it. It is all of the Digimon from the very first Vpet. Your Agumon, your Greymon, your Betamon, your Seadramon, your Metal Greymon, Monzaemon, Numamon, the original classic gang. And there's your example of how long the screen stays on. But that's it. On the Digital Monster 20th, you can choose from like the 5 version eggs that were released of the 5 different virtual pets, right? And if you're not familiar, for example, this is a version 2, and this has its own set of Digimon, such as Garurumon. And I think maybe Tentomon is on this one. I'm less sure. But it has its own unique little roster of like 12.5 Digimon. They've created and put some new Mega Stage Digimon onto these devices. But for the most part, you're just getting those original things. And that's it. That's one of the drawbacks of this thing compared to the Digital Monster 20th. If this had all the egg groups and everything, if this was just literally this, but in color, oh my god. What an easy recommendation if you like Digimon Virtual Pets. Maybe even if you don't, right? This is like maybe the idealized way. USB charging, backlit, color sprites. It looks so cool in person. I cannot get over just how cool this thing looks in person on this little screen. This is like, when I got back into Digimon Virtual Pets last year, with I unboxed this on this channel. If you want to go back and look at that, I was pretty excited. But when I came back to this, I was so surprised that even with a nostalgia product, that they hadn't quite gotten to this yet. So while this is incredibly exciting, it's also in some weird ways a bit of a step back, right? But this is also weirdly like a more nostalgic device with its demands and its digivolution times, which you can go to like cumulos.com, the usual resource for people to look at digivolution trees and stuff and get an idea of like the little tweaks they've made, and that this is more of a device, I guess, for the OG crew, right? The DM20 is a bit more of a convenient thing, but this is like, you like the old Digimon? Well, here you go. It's that, but in color. Straight up, literally. And they've made some tweaks to digivolution trees and stuff. It's not exact, but hey, you know. Ooh, the storm's arrived. I'm under a tornado watch right now, so if this goes kaput, you know what happened. But yeah, very cool. I'm not sure where in the menu I can put this thing to sleep. So we're going to put Botamon back here and hope that goes well. I'd like to bring out the version 2 just to open it up and get a quick look at it here. Just to say we looked at both, right? They're both in the thumbnail. I can't not show both of them, right? All right. We got that nefarious center tape dealt with. Bring out the device. Oh. Okay. The keychain was stuck. We're going to leave the micro USB, or see, I just keep doing it. We're going to leave the USB in here for now. Just because I don't think I'll ever be in a spot where I need to charge both of these at once. So, version 2, your Garurumon. There are 4 colors, 2 for each version. There is, they call this like brick brown. And there's also like kind of a light blue for the version 1. And for the version 2, there's a black shell and a white shell. And just kind of get a look around here. Surprise, it's the brick virtual pet that's been around forever. You're probably familiar with how it looks. Turn it on. Oh, wait. Ha! Sorry. Oh. Wait. I'm having a moment. Who digivolved? Wasn't Beamon. Did it just make a digivolution noise? Alright, well. There's that one. Uh, 539. We'll roll through here. I'm going to take my time with the version 1, I think. Just poop. And again, you can see me going for it here, but these buttons, you kind of got to keep your finger more in place and go for it. I don't love it as much. I will get over it, but these buttons aren't as good. It is more of a chore to push them in than I was expecting. Weird. Uh-huh. I mean, this one's even just harder compared to that version 1 there. Alright, set. Here's our egg. Maybe we can watch this one hatch together this time. Oh. Oh, this is still so fun. Alright, here's who I believe is Punimon. Go through all his stuff, and there's a cool little background here. You can unlock some more devices, or backgrounds, by connecting these to other devices. There are 4 backgrounds that you'll go through depending on the time of day, which is also a really neat, tiny touch that I really, really like. And yeah, it's the virtual pet. It is a Digimon virtual pet. Oh! There's Koromon. He's taking the poop. Oh man, trying to manage a few of these at once. It really is like kids, huh? Yes, you can see both of them here. They're both doing their thing. We cleaned this poop up. He's happy. We didn't really need to do that one. Different foods on the version 2. He's full, so he doesn't want any more. He's gotta go on his own little more circular pill. I don't want Koromon to starve since he's going to be the main one, right? But yeah, it is the digital monster in color with a backlit screen. That's basically all that can be said here. Very cool though. Worth $50? That's really up to you. For me, it was an expensive buy. I would not maybe necessarily say they're worth 50, but when they've got you by the butt with FOMO, and when you look at Digimon toys long enough, you know that you either buy it then, grin and bear it, grimace, and pay more than you want on these premium Bandai exclusive devices, or you get them secondhand and pay even more. So at a point, if you're in a spot where you can buy them, you know, you do it. They bring me a lot of happiness, so it works out in the end, but $50 each was a lot. But now they're here, I will enjoy them. These are what they are. This is a real quick overview of the Digital Monster Color version 1 and 2. I have to imagine they're going to do version 3, version 4, and version 5. We'll see. But until then, this is AnalogmanLives, checking out the new Digimon toys. Oh, he did a poop. Uh-oh. Well, we can't just not clean that up before going. Awesome. All right. I'm going to be playing with these a lot. I can tell. This is... Despite the steps back, this is what I was wanting. This is where I was wanting Digimon virtual pets to go. So I'm quite happy about this. I'm looking forward to playing with more of these. If you follow me on my Instagram, I'll probably be posting them here and there. So give it a follow. Check out my posts there and the people I follow, because they all post similar things, and it's just a good place to be. All right, but yep. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you like. And let me know how you feel about the Digital Monster Color down below. I want to hear what other people are thinking, whether you bought it and you have impressions, or if you didn't buy it, why didn't you buy it, right? I just want to know. But yeah, have a good night. Thank you.